Happy fall, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Latravia's Kitchen. And if you watch that whipped sweet potato recipe, then I know you already know what we're doing. Marry me chicken. Now, the first time I heard it, I was like, what in the world is that, right? It tastes so good, guys. It really tastes like you did it at a restaurant. So let's get into the ingredients because I am hungry and I know you guys probably want to know how to make this too. So we're going to need 4 chicken breasts. I got the boneless, skinless chicken breasts. And the rest of our ingredients are, we're going to need some extra virgin olive oil. I got the smooth one. Some red crushed pepper flakes. Some thyme leaves. Minced garlic. Some basil leaves, a little bit of rosemary, black pepper, some kosher salt here. We got about a half a cup of heavy whipping cream, the stuff right here. We're going to be using about 3/4 cups of some chicken broth. We're gonna need some sun-dried tomatoes. I got the julienne cut. I really love the julienne cut. And ever since I found these that are actually still dried out and don't have all the extra oil in there, I love getting this kind right here. And we're also gonna need some Parmesan cheese, guys, Parmesan cheese. We already have our oven preheated to about 375 degrees and it is ready to go. And what we're going to start out doing now is season our chicken generously, both sides, because remember, we're eating both sides. So we're going to use our salt and pepper. Now, if you need to do like a lighter salt version, just hold back on the salt some. Make sure you always do what's best for your health. And then, like I said, we're doing both sides. So go ahead and flip these chicken breasts over. What you do to the top, you do to the bottom. So we got both sides, top and bottom, seasoned generously with our salt and pepper. So now it's time to sear these chicken breasts in our cast iron skillet. So guys, I've already placed my extra virgin olive oil into my skillet and it feels like it's getting nice and hot. I have it around at number 7 for this burner eye. I know you can see that red going down at the bottom there. And now we're gonna take our chicken breasts and place them face down. I hear a little sizzle going. Not a lot, but a little bit. And it's called Marry Me Chicken, right? So I'm trying to get these little chicken breasts in here. They can be all nice little happy family and get cooked. So we're gonna sear these chicken breasts about 4 minutes each side. So guys, it's been about 5 minutes. I know you hear that sizzle, you see that steam coming on up. Yeah, it's time to turn them. You see that right there? Before we start that 5 minutes up officially, that way you can see that sear. You see that sear coming up? God, these chicken breasts look amazing. So we're gonna let the other side cook for 5 minutes. So I know you probably hear that humming in the background. Anytime you do something like this with cast iron on the stove top, go ahead and try to turn your little vent fan on to help you out. Let's get a little smoky in here. But our 5 minutes has passed, And it's time to take our chicken breasts out and place them to the side in a plate here. So you can take a look at these chicken breasts. Look at this nice sear going right here. Yeah, we got a nice sear for the top here, yeah. Alright, so we want to quickly go ahead and make sure we have enough oil for what we're going to do here. Turn this heat down a little bit. Add in our garlic. Move it over. Heavy whipping cream. Thyme. Quickly go ahead and measure you out about 3/4 cup of your chicken broth. Add in some rosemary. Some basil leaves. And your crushed red pepper flakes. I know you're probably looking at this like, why did some black come up? Well, guys, we're using a cast iron skillet. So the first time I made this, I noticed that, and I was just kind of like, I don't think I like this. But we're gonna let this simmer for about 5 minutes, because then our heavy whipping cream is going to come up, and some of those little flakes from the chicken is in here. And I noticed that as soon as I put in my minced garlic, some of my minced garlic actually went ahead and burned. So guys, make sure you turn your heat down a little bit more and quickly add in that minced garlic and move on to your other ingredients. So I'm gonna let this simmer for about 5 minutes. So one thing I want to say, while you have this simmering for about 5 minutes, make sure you're like constantly stirring. Get everything nice and incorporated in. You're getting your seasonings nice and mixed. Things are going to start releasing out. It's going to taste so great. I know if you're looking at yours looking like, I'm not sure, I promise you it's going to taste great. It's going to come together, okay? So it's been about 5 minutes and we've been constantly stirring, letting it cook. And we are now going to add in our cheese, our Parmesan cheese. Stir that on in here. We're doing about a 1/2 cup to 3/4 cup of cheese. Make sure we get it stirred in there, right? I'm gonna get our cheese stirred in, nice and melted in here. And one thing I do know, cheese also kind of helps bring that white color back to your sauce. Not all the way, just a little bit. Be careful not to do what I just did over here, knock some of that sauce out. And we also want to get our sun-dried tomatoes and stir them on in here as well. Make sure these tomatoes get nice and kind of covered. Or make sure that cheese is nice and melted. Bring these tomatoes around. Almost like SpongeBob, bring it around town. I haven't watched that in a while. Used to be one of my favorites growing up. Okay, so we got our cheese and our sun-dried tomatoes stirred in here. And now we're going to add our chicken breast back in. And we're gonna scoop some of the sauce up on top of our chicken, right? So some of these tomatoes, go ahead and scoop them on up here. Scoop up whatever sauce we can on top of the chicken here. And now that we scoop sauce over the chicken, we're gonna place our chicken in our oven at 375 degrees for about 15 minutes. So guys, our 15 minutes is up and we pulled them out of the oven here. And we're just gonna sprinkle on a little bit more of that Parmesan cheese up top here. Just sprinkle it there. And take a look. Because we put that in the oven, these, actually the sun-dried tomatoes, got cooked a little bit more. And it's time to plate. Okay, we have a plate right here. You can see, look at them smooth looking whipped sweet potatoes. I'm gonna place one of the little chickens right there. Don't that look like a really good meal, you guys? We got some broccoli and cheese in the back. We got some whipped sweet potatoes. And we have our Marry Me chicken. It's gonna be so great. And of course, you know, I'm not eating alone, right? So go ahead and I'll plate my second plate here. You know, you can see that too. See those smooth sweet potatoes. Yeah. So, just like always, all the ingredients and all the instructions will be down in the description box down below. If you have any suggestions, any things that you want to see me make for you guys, let me know. Drop a comment. Be sure to like and subscribe, guys. Until next time, bye.